Maybe. I don't know. We're working on it.
You sure about that?
We're trying to figure this whole thing out. Facebook's weird. I get a square video, don't know why.
Hey. I don't know. Are you sure about that?
Alright, so... Big cat rescue. Alright, I'll find this as we walk. You can do it. Stretch. And tailgate shut. Big cat rescue. There we go.
Did you find it?
Yes, I found Big Cat Rescue. We're on Facebook. Did you know that? Big Cat Rescue's on Facebook?
Good grief. You're weird today.
I would have never guessed. Alright, scrolling down, scrolling down.
I'm just waiting so that way if we have comments and questions that I can see them.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just waiting on you there, Skippy.
Is that why I would be looking for it?
There you go.
No, now you don't get it.
Well, you're not going to pay attention to it.
You're sassing me first thing in the morning. I haven't even finished my first cup of coffee. Why do I feel like I'm forgetting something?
Do you have the MiFi?
I got the MiFi. I have my iPad. I got my radio. I got you. I got my phone. I got you guys. I don't know.
Okay. Hey, good morning, Bridget. It's Bridget. Salmon sickles are next Saturday morning because Dylan is at work this morning, so we needed to make sure. Hi, Priya! We needed to make sure that we had both of these guys together. So, hi!
You going over there?
Of course I'm going over here.
Hello, good morning.
No. Hi. Good morning, everybody. This is Bridget and Andy here at Big Cat Rescue in Tampa Bay, Florida. And we are live this morning with Miss Priya. We're starting off here. Hi, Priya. Did you get all your breakfast? Did you get it all? Some sniffles. Yeah. So this is Priya Tigress. And she's just letting me know that she has finished all of her breakfast and would be okay with seconds. Hi. You gonna have some water? Anything good happening today, Priya? Oh, you done? Okay, bye, Priya. What's up? You gonna go swimming? It looks like she might be headed down to the lakefront. Yeah, there she goes.
Take the phone.
All right, let's see if we can find this other girl. Do I need the MiFi? Yes, I do.
Yeah, just stick it in your pocket.
Oh, hi! You got something in your teeth from breakfast? Dutchie! What you doing, babes? Hi, love. Hi, Duchess. Hi, pretty girl. So Duchess is currently locked in what we call her roof section. You can see up here, it has a roof over this part of her enclosure. And this is normal for her. Every morning she gets locked in this roofed section. You can see this is where she's had breakfast. You got something in your... So Duchess is in what we call her feeding lockout right now. Now she's had breakfast, she's finished. And again, she's locked in her roofed section because in her open air section, which we'll walk by in a second, she has a water bowl that will need to be cleaned by her keepers. In order to successfully and carefully clean that, we need to put our hands into the enclosure. So we will lock Duchess away in her roofed section. And again, this happens every morning. And then once we're done cleaning that water bowl, we'll let her into her open air section. So we're gonna walk by that water bowl so you guys can kind of see what it entails.
Hey, how much food will we feed a tiger like that?
Duchess, I think, gets like 8 or 10 pounds of meat every day. Once a day, every day, Duchess will get, I think, 8 or 10 pounds. I think she gets 10, and I think Priya gets 8. But I can't remember specifically off the top of my head, but it's something similar to that.
Yes, the donate button I was not able to program because my computer died.
Sorry, guys.
So, yeah, I don't know.
If there's a link that Deb can, like, post. Pin, thank you, that's what I meant, yes. All right, so you can see Duchess's water bowl here. And so in order to get to this water bowl, we have to put our hands into her enclosure. And so in order to safely do that, we keep her all the way over there. You can see her probably walking around a little bit. And once this water bowl is clean and emptied, cleaned and rinsed and filled and so forth, then we'll be able to let her into this open air section. So she'll have free reign of her enclosure once again. So she just only has to hang out in her roof section for about an hour or two every day.
All right, let's look at the lake real quick. See what's going on over here. It is a gorgeous day and it's just gonna get nicer. Right now it's high 60s. It's probably gonna get to mid-low 80s today. It's been a nice few days here. You guys sit there for a second. Bridget and I'll get her bearings.
Yeah, because I feel like there's a hair in my mask.
There's a hair in your mask.
Yeah.
Oh, I found all the hair in your mask. On the back of your head.
Stop it. All right, so do we have any questions this morning?
No, really the first one is that just how much does a tiger eat?
So every tiger has, every cat actually, has their own specific container where we put their diet, and each cat, there it is, I found it. Each cat gets a specific amount of food every day. It gets weighed. If they have any dietary restrictions, for example, like they can't have bones or they need their food cut up to a specific size, we do that every single day, the day before, in preparation for the following morning when we feed breakfast. And that is appropriately called food prep. So if you hear us reference food prep at any point in time, that's what's going on. We're building the diets for every cat on property in its own way.
Yep.
And we have a whole building dedicated to that. What?
Oh, nothing. So lots of where are we on planet Earth? Well, this is Tampa, Florida. See, if you take a look, this is Tampa, Florida. All of Tampa looks just like this.
No, it doesn't.
No, it absolutely
This is a little
not.
slice of heaven in Tampa.
Yeah, Carolyn ended up purchasing this land before Tampa kind of had its big boom. So kind of the cool thing is that all around us is like a city. Here there's 64, 68 acres.
65, 67, sorry, 67 full acres. 65 of that is where the cats spend their time. Yeah,
so it's between 60 and 70 acres, we'll call it. And
we are at this is Big Cat Rescue.
Yeah, Big Cat Rescue. And what else? Is that a fake swan in the lake?
Yes, yes, it is.
That is Swanee, and not too far down you'll see Swanda. And then their friend Stony is across the way over there.
And that's where we know that some of our pools, our cat pools, that's where they pump out into the lake, so we know where they're coming out.
Yeah. All right. So, yes, Barbara, that is a fake swan. All right. So, who do you want to see? We want to do big cats first. We want to do small cats first.
Let's just stick with. Let's do big cats.
We got 2 back-to-back walkabouts. You want to spend some more time on
you know
one
what?
than the other?
Actually, let's do small cats. Let's start with small cats first.
And we'll do big cats.
And then we'll do big cats.
Like YouTube?
On YouTube. So we're gonna start with our smaller cats this morning, guys. So our bobcats, our servals, caracals.
That swan is always nesting, Sheila. It always nests in that one spot. So much so that it never actually moves.
There is like a duck or a small water bird swimming around there somewhere. All right.
Oh, you ready? I'm sorry, I just grabbed the
No,
camera.
I think I'm okay.
Hey, here's Bridget getting ready. All right, so did you find another hair?
Yeah,
Did you wash this thing?
I did. That's why it's covered in hair. Cat hair, my hair, it's just covered in hair.
All right, so we got a request for Jinx. We're gonna try to hit anybody that we can see that's out and about. So
yeah, if we don't get Jinx on this walkabout, we do have a second walkabout this morning on YouTube at 10:30. So if we don't get to Jinx at this walkabout, you can join us on YouTube and we will see Jinx and bigger cats. We'll start with the bigger cats on our YouTube walkabout at 10:30.
All right, so let's see, Austin. You know what? Let's go see Tutters.
Oh, Tut-Tut.
Why not?
Someone had a question about something about dogs.
Andy, are you ready for your sickle? I'm always ready for fish in any form, other than sardini martinis. You guys really gotta get a crazy donation thing go. I mean, like insane for me to go ahead and do that. Let's see. Can we see King Tut? He's actually gonna be the first cat that we're going to see. We're gonna go see King Tut right now. Would you do a sardini martini with me?
No, dude, I'm a vegan.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Would you do a vegan sardini martini?
I don't know how that would even happen.
I don't either. Maybe we just like put a bunch of gross things inside, or fish flavoring. Lots of gross fish flavoring inside of ice. And that's how it would work. It would be more like a gross like icicle. Okay, so let me flip you guys around. Oh, I'm sorry. Hi.
Hey.
All right, let me flip you guys around here. All right, let's go find the Tutters. Get my mask back on here. Oh, we got a beach boy, he's out.
Yes, correct. Okay, so next Saturday, sickles will be consumed. Dylan is at work this morning, and so since we wanted to do it all together, it'll be next Saturday at 9 a.m.
Yep, we're gonna broadcast both on Facebook and YouTube at the same time, like last time.
However, after that is done, Andy and I will be going to do some personal things, so we will not be following up with our usual walkabout. Hi, Patty.
Hi, man. How you doing?
Hi, Tut. Do we want to tell? Should we do a... Oh, Tut.
How was stuff this morning, Tut? Oh, super bad laggy signal over here.
Tut! Tut!
King Tut is a male savanna cat, born approximately January 1st, 2009, arrived October 16th, 2012.
Hey,
We
Teddy.
didn't plan it this way, but on National Feral Cat Day, we were asked to rescue 2 exotic cat hybrids who had been dumped by their owners and were now starving to death. The cat if they can of the cat rescue is an jungle cat friendly, and because of this he will remain a permanent resident here at the sanctuary. His caregivers have grown quite close to him over the past couple of weeks and have given him the name King Tut. When Tut arrived, he was very underweight and had a wound on one of his feet. His wound was cleaned and sutured by Dr. Wynn, and he was neutered. King Tut has finally been moved outdoors to a large natural enclosure.
Alright, so it's a little laggy right now. Just stick with us. We're near the gift shop, so its black hole seems to be very powerful today. But there is the story of King Tutters.
Well, we could try to go see if Running Bear is still out after breakfast.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Bye, Tut. Yeah, there he is. Here, we'll just hang out like right here.
They're born in heaven. Did the advance of 20. He produced but show his rate it off them to the early mistake when they this during in space and no,
Where do you want to go? Let's go further in. And actually, Beach Boy is.
What's going on over here?
Second breakfast for some of the picky eaters.
Oh, we've got some second breakfast happening here. Okay. Do you mind if we follow along?
Not at all.
Who are you guys breakfasting?
We've got Beecher, Sue, and who are you doing?
Simba?
Nom, nom, nom.
Nom 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 nom. Ooh, we may not go with you to Simba because he's not a big fan of large groups.
Right.
And June, who you got?
I got Beecher and Sue.
Oh, let's do. Can we follow you to Beecher?
You can, thanks. Where
Alright, so do we ever groom them? Not in the traditional sense. We do have cats that are called scratch cats. And some of those cats can be scratched with a long stick so we don't...
Retractable back scratcher.
Retractable back scratcher, there you go.
Could you hold this?
So yeah, but if we do see that one cat needs assistance, we typically will help in some fashion. If we
Yeah, with the mats.
can.
Yeah. Did we have any other questions?
Let's see, how come the cats don't mind you getting close to them?
Well, some cats do mind us getting close to them, and we try to respect that space. However, we do have to walk the enclosure every single day in order to make sure that the enclosures are clean, they're still fully functional, that they're not compromised, anything like that. Sometimes the cats will be annoyed by us, and they'll either yell at us or they'll get up and walk away. But truly and honestly, these cats are pretty much accustomed to having their keepers around them, near them. They associate most of us with food. We take care of cleaning their enclosures and washing out their water bowls and their feeding slabs every day. So they are used to us being around. We walk around them multiple times a day, every single day, 365 days a year. So they just sort of are accustomed to the fact that this is how life works. Now, again, there are those cats that are like still not into feeling the humans. They don't want us around. They don't like us. And we try to respect that as best we can, but we still do have to care for these cats and clean their enclosures every day. Any other questions so far?
No, I think our kitten's got some stuff on the lens.
What?
Hold on a second. No, the lens was really glary. I thought the...
Oh, do you want to go stand in the shade? We can play Beecher's story before he gets second breakfast.
He's already eating second breakfast.
It's the salad course.
Beecher is a male savanna cat born in 2012. He arrived at Big Cat Rescue in November 2017 after his owner surrendered him to us on his 5th birthday. She loved Beecher enough to realize that hybrid cats do not make good pets and wanted him to live as a wild cat as much as possible. Savanna cats are hybrid cats that do not exist in nature. They are the cruel, man-made result of breeding a domestic cat with an African serval exotic cat. Beecher's owner researched savanna cats and even visited Big Cat Rescue before purchasing him for $15,000 from a Florida breeder called Drinkwater Caturday when he was just 7 weeks old. She didn't believe us when we said that owning hybrids does not work out for the owner or the cat. She tried to bond with Beecher and make her dream of owning an exotic-looking cat come true. She fed him domestic cat food and built him a $10,000 indoor-outdoor room in her home. She neutered him and declawed all 4 of his paws, trying in vain to make Beecher into something he was not. She was covered in cuts and scabs from his razor-sharp teeth. He wouldn't cuddle.
Alright, so we're giving Beecher some privacy. Dude's got a hairball. Nobody likes being interrupted when they're trying to get a hairball out. You good? You got it? Alright, you're good. Hello, sir.
So Beecher's gonna get some second breakfast. What do we have here, June?
We've got some cut up shrimp and some cut up fish.
Nice.
So 5 ounces total, because he did not want his first breakfast today.
Okay. So if you heard June, he's got 5 ounces of food as a specific diet, so that way we make sure that they're getting a consistent amount of food every day, not too much, not too little. So should Beecher not eat all of this, it looks like he will eat all of it, but in the event that he does not eat all of it, whatever, back to the food prep building where she'll weigh it, and then she'll left, how much was left, and what it was that she gave him. It would offer breakfast only is fish and keeping a log of what cats are eating, are not eating, how much.
I wouldn't mind some of that. Brent?
Well, you'll be getting fish this week.
So
You'll be getting fish next week. And Beecher and here. I think we're having reception issues.
I'm so sick of Verizon. If anybody from Verizon's watching, could you please get your stuff together? It's been terrible for the past few weeks.
Yeah, it's really glitchy.
Alright, let's get away from the gift shop.
Okay. Alright, thank you guys. We are gonna move on to the next cat. Alright guys, we're gonna see if we can get it a little bit better. Hi, Mrs.
We're being hailed by Mrs.
Get too close. Hi! Here, can you take one of these things? Hi! Mrs. Mrs. Hi! I don't think we have a story for Mrs. Bobcat, or Mrs. Claus, I mean.
Oh, we did?
No, I don't see one.
It's alright. Has Mrs. been fed yet?
Yes, she's just feeling like that since the two boys around her have gotten second breakfast, that she should also get second breakfast.
Looks like reception has cleared up a little bit.
Is it better here?
Is the feed getting better for everybody?
Now that we've moved farther away from the gift shop? I mean, there's nothing to see right now because she walked away, but...
Okay.
Yeah.
Who do you want to go to next?
Oh. I mean, we can go across the street and see about Shiloh, and then Gilligan and Frankie. Let's go see about Shiloh.
Hey, we got somebody yelling at us over here.
You, sir! What are you doing?
Thank you, everybody, for letting us know the signal's getting better or worse.
Well, hello.
Somebody's begging for us to come over right now. This guy. Hi. How's it going?
Hey, Frank. All right, so this is Frankie. I'm going to start playing his story for you.
Frankie is a male bobcat born around 2006. In February 2018, the Bush Wildlife Sanctuary in Jupiter, Florida, asked Big Cat Rescue to rehab 2 bobcat kittens for care and give a permanent home to a serval named Hutch. While there, Big Cat Rescue founder Carol Baskin noticed an old bobcat in a cage next to Hutch. She asked if she could take him too, but his keeper said he was much too old to make the trip to Tampa, estimating his age at 18 to 20 years old. As fate would have it, Carol returned in June 2018 to pick up another rehab bobcat kitten, and again asked if she could bring the old bobcat home to Big Cat Rescue. Timing was on Frankie's side this time, because the facility had recently tried putting him out in their display area. But he paced and seemed to have not gotten along with another cat nearby. It made sense that if he was that feisty, he'd survive the trip to Tampa. And, best of all, we believe Frankie was only 12 when he arrived here, not 18 or 20. He had been a relinquished pet who had just ended up staying at Bush Wildlife. We are so happy to have Frankie here, and he has quickly become a fan favorite among our supporters and volunteers. Welcome to your fur-ever home, Frankie.
That butt does spray.
Yes, yes it does. It did. There's no food at the end of this stick, Frank.
Why?
Yeah, Frankie is still ever so feisty. He's still very young and feeling himself.
All right, so a couple questions in here about Kali's Enclosure. Yep, you didn't see your response because we were just playing some audio. Sorry, Susan. Yeah, we'll make it over, Kali. If we don't make it over on Facebook, we'll definitely make it over on the Caturday Walkabout on YouTube.
Yes. So right now we're in the small cat section. If we don't make it to big cats before like 10:15 big cat time, then we will definitely get there at 10:30 on our YouTube Walkabout. So if you want the big cats, definitely stay tuned for that.
Got it.
I got it.
Okay.
I don't know why you touched that clip in there.
I don't know. All right.
Oh, Susan, no, I have not seen the Kali video yet, but I did see her yesterday in her enclosure because I was here yesterday. So she seems to be settling in nicely to her new space. See if we can find Shiloh. Hey, Shy! Hi! What? Good morning!
We're talkative.
Hi! Good morning, Shy!
Shiloh is a male bobcat born in 2008. He came from a family of 2019, and at 35 pounds is the largest bobcat at Big Cat Rescue. This handsome bobcat is the most relaxed of the bobcats coming from that facility. He is very food motivated and is always waiting in his lockout for breakfast, his favorite time of day. Shiloh also loves enrichment, which is a program of giving treats and other objects to give the cat's mental and physical stimulation. Like his domestic cat brethren, one of his favorites is fresh catnip. He is also a very vocal bobcat. He makes many cute chirps and cat noises. He also loves to come out during meds time to see if the meds person just might have a treat for him.
What you got, Shy?
It's a big bobcat.
He is a big bobcat.
I mean,
He's a big guy.
Easily twice the size of Frankie.
Yeah, he's a big fan of that Coolaroo. I'd like to say that I sprayed that off for him yesterday, so it's all clean and there's no sticks or twigs or branches or leaves on it. It's very comfortable. You're welcome, young man. Should we see if your neighbor's out and about somewhere? We've had a couple of requests for perfection. I don't know. He wasn't in his tree yesterday.
No.
See him in his tree. He must be in his den. So let's go see perfection, and then we'll hit up Gilligan and...
Oh, it's that Afton lady.
And there's Afton. Oh, and she's got Pringles. So for any of you who donated, the Pringles, thank you. Those are our jam. We love them.
Well, actually, they're chips. They're not really
You
chips.
want a Pringle?
He's yelling.
He's like, is it fish flavored? Because then yes.
Where's my breakfast? You already ate, buddy.
I know. Oh my goodness.
It's like, but I can eat more.
Frankie told us that he also didn't eat.
Oh, yeah, he just got a diet increase, so he's fine.
After yesterday, I'm grateful for that.
Oh. Always the little one.
So unassuming and so unexpected, but man, was he having a good time. was distressing.
Yeah. Squirrels are family around
Squirrels
here,
are
right?
family around here, Frankie.
Yeah. I just got a bunch of screws and bolts to
Until they're
Louis'
food.
dead box to his tree because he's releasing tomorrow morning. Oh.
Louis getting released tomorrow morning, everybody. So send good vibes Afton's way.
Because we tried to do this a week ago and he had other ideas. Yeah, I did sit with him in the grass yesterday and he had a panic attack mildly. And like ran off and was like, oh my god, where am I? And then ran back. Hey Siri, no one asks you.
All right, we're gonna go check out Perfection. Is she still in that bubble?
Yes.
She's still in her one bubble?
Monday, yep.
Okay, perfect.
Alright, have fun.
Thanks, see you later. Bye, Afton.
Yeah.
All right, let's go check out Perfection, and then we will go see Gilligan and some more small cats.
All right, so question, and it's getting 50 answers. It's from Barbie. She says, dumb question, why do you lock the outdoor cage when you are going into the enclosure? Not the inner door, but the outdoor, or the outer door.
Okay,
Like you
in the
go,
safety gate.
You go into it and unlock the other door.
Yes. Okay. So the exterior door of the safety gate, it's just a precaution. Typically, if we're going in there, it's either one of two things. One, we're going in there and there is a cat still in that cage, in that enclosure. So it's just a safety precaution. So should there be some sort of issue, like the cat somehow gets through one door, it's unlikely to get through two doors. So it's a precaution. It's a safety precaution. Also, it keeps us safe and it keeps us on our toes and it keeps us reminded that we need to make sure that we're closing doors behind us.
Yeah, if you think about it like a lockout on a space station, there's two
An
doors.
airlock.
Yeah, like an airlock. It keeps the air in, the cat in, through a redundancy system of two doors.
Yeah.
Right? And so it allows us to enter in, close the door behind us, and keep other people out, essentially, that aren't warranted to be in there. And then we can enter on in, and when we do enter in, the cat is locked in a different section.
Yeah.
But and that's, again, just in case. And so that cat's locked away, and then we lock the door behind us again. So there's three doors for the cat. If it wanted to attempt to get out, it would have to figure out how to open locks and all sorts of fun stuff.
True, but also there are some times where we go in with a cat for a medical emergency, whether that cat is sedated or not. And that double safety gate, that's vitally important to making sure that should something happen, like the cat gets spooked, and maybe like one of the doors doesn't clip shut all the way or something to that effect, it's a safety precaution. It's always a safety precaution.
So super important question. This one's from Karen Nash. What flavor of Pringles do you like?
Oh, totally the regular ones. Always the regular ones.
Yeah?
Plain, all the way. Everybody can eat the plain ones.
I can get by on plain. I'm more of
We're going to Perfection.
We're going Perfection.
Yeah.
We're going back across the gift shop, all right?
Yes. Okay, guys, be careful because we're going to end up over by Perfection, and we're going to pass through the black hole of the gift shop, apparently, because that's what's happening here lately. I don't know why.
There's just so much steel and metal in that thing.
Is that what it is? It's the metal?
I think it's a combination of a lot of things. I think it's the wiring. If you look at the telephone poles around here, there's a high concentration of that in this little area. And then also, I think it just might be because of, well, all the steel in the gift shop. You would think the cages would throw this thing off, but nope.
Yes, but they have holes in them.
Yeah, I know.
All right, she's gonna be off to the right where her den and her feeding lockout are. That's where she's locked for now.
Oh, actually, there she is.
Walking around. Hi, pretty girl. Hi.
I think she'd probably come over.
Perfection is a female ocelot born
okay.
May 2nd, 19.
Sweet.
Perfection and her twin brother Persistence were taken from their mother due to her inexperience at parenting. She is the epitome of the perfect-looking ocelot, which explains her name. Her markings are extraordinary and demonstrate why this species was almost hunted out of existence for its fur. She is much more timid than any of the other ocelots at Big Cat
You go.
Rescue.
You can step back.
While some of our ocelots were born here prior to 1998.
What are you doing?
Breeding ocelots when we learned that there are no release programs for exotic cats. They can never be free. They should never be born for life in cages.
I don't know. Are you too far away? You've got the MiFi. What are you doing, baby girl?
Yeah, I might be. Sorry, guys.
Oh. Hi, sweetness. Hi. What you doing, kiddo? Hi. Can you? Oh, there's some grumbling happening. Do we have any questions?
Do you know why she is locked out?
I do not. My assumption is that there's work being done in or around that bubble.
Would variety packs of Pringles work?
Sure.
Good, Deb said so. Let's see. Thank you, Deb.
What you doing?
That's pretty much everything.
Okay. She is ready for us to leave, so we're gonna head over to Gilligan.
All right, here's the phone.
All right, we'll go this way and we'll hit up Gilligan. Chloe, I don't know if she still climbs. We try not to encourage that because she's kind of an old lady. Oh, bear.
I see why.
What was that?
You know, they call you Zombie Bear. Are you just talking to us? You're just an angry talker.
He's always been grumpy. Bear, what are you doing? Oh, bear.
Are you showing us you're still a tough guy?
Yeah, watch yourself. Bye, bear. All right, now we're gonna head over to Gilligan. So if you guys are waiting for the big cats of Big Cat Rescue, we're gonna try to get to them. We've only got another about 30 minutes left of this live, so we may not get to the big cats on this walkabout. So please remember to join us on YouTube at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time, and we'll go see tigers and lions and, well, just lying around.
Wah, wah, wah.
Hi, sweetie. She's hard to see.
Who do we have here?
This is Ariel. And
Yeah, get a slightly better view, gang.
let's go look at Gilligan, because Ariel doesn't really like people to begin with, and
All right, let's go.
we're
look at
running
Gilligan.
shorter on time.
Yeah, we're gonna go visit the cats that like us.
That's not nice. Well, we're here by the boys, so let's see the boys and then we'll see Gilligan.
All right, Susan, here's your fix. Who's in the box over there?
That is either Dryden or Kelowna.
All right.
We're gonna go this way. boy. I know there are Bobcat boys here. Just gotta find them. Oh, they're together already. Okay. Hi, Cindy friend. Hi.
All right, let's go around that side. Small snoozing away over there.
Oh, my girl.
So right now Nabisco's under the ramp. Flint is up top.
Nabisco is stalking us.
Oh, is that what he's doing?
Yes. Hi, Flint. Oh, hi. Hey, cutie. Oh, really? So it's like that. Careful. All right. Hi, boys. All right. So we're gonna.
Oh, we got it.
Tom. So we have a question about how these tigers are better off than tiger kings. Well, right now we're looking at bobcats. First and foremost. But secondly, these cats we are being ignored by bobcats. These cats have a large amount of space here at Big Cat Rescue. The smallest enclosure for a small cat is 2,100 square feet. So that is a huge amount of space for a small cat. Also, these cats, when they come to Big Cat Rescue, are not bred. We don't breed, we don't sell, touch, or trade. These cats come to Big Cat Rescue, this is their forever home. They're not used for props. They're not used in any way, shape, or form. They just simply get to live out their lives. Unfortunately in captivity, because we cannot release them legally, they cannot go free. So we do the best that we can to give them the best lives that we possibly can while still being in captivity.
What you doing over there, buddy?
Hey, Flint.
Yeah, and other things that set us apart from there is that we feed them the highest quality meat we possibly can afford.
I mean, they get USDA grade meat that you would find in a restaurant.
Yep. So we don't feed them leftovers from, you know, our local superstore that have all gone rotten. Also, when it comes to the medical facility we have a state-of-the-art medical facility on site to take care of these guys, and that's one of the reasons that they've had such long lives.
Oh boy,
so,
Flint is stalking.
So I think if you were to take a look at life expectancies between us and and you know, Joe Exotic's place on Tiger King, you're going to find that our cats are living way longer than those ever did. And also ours are feisty, and that's kind of a sign of they're happy. Our cats don't just
watch your back.
Our cats don't just get feisty for food. Our cats play, and I mean, that's one sign that they're enjoying their lives.
They don't have to fight for food. Everybody gets fed,
Yeah.
they get locked away from each other. So in this example, these two boys are separated during feeding time, so there's no concern that someone is going to steal the other one's food.
Yeah.
We make sure that that they can eat their food in a timely fashion. They don't have to fight or compete for it. they can just enjoy their breakfast time.
Yep. And you'll see that there's no concrete slabs or anything that they would be sleeping on, because people put concrete slabs in when it's more about the people than about the cat, right? I mean, humans don't like to sleep on concrete. Why would any animal like to sleep on that hard of a surface? So we don't supply them with a sleeping area that is made of concrete, because it's not going to be good for them. They're going to get sores, and when our cats, occasionally they do get a sore here and there, we take care of it. We don't just let it work its way out and potentially cause an infection and a death.
Well, and if you think about how cats live in the wild, they live on dirt and grass and that kind of thing. So this is natural to their environments in the wild.
So there's a lot that's different between us and, the GW Zoo up there. Well, formerly up there.
Thank you for asking. That was a great question.
Yeah, I think the biggest difference is that we are not here for entertainment. We are a sanctuary and a rescue, whereas what he did was 100% for profit, for entertainment, for breeding, for trafficking tigers. And so very different philosophies. We're trying to rescue them and help them. He was exploiting them.
And we're not forcing them to do something that they don't want to do. These cats are not being forced to be on camera. They can walk away. We do something called operant conditioning, where we ask the cats to come over to the side of the cage or go into their lockout or lay down. If they don't do those things, nothing bad happens to them. If they do those things, they get a snack as a reward. If they decide that they don't want to and they just walk away,
yeah, you will.
Fine.
You will, to that point, you will never see us lay a hand on our cats. Not going to happen. You won't see us pull a gun on our cats or anybody, like that.
May have been a little too far.
Well, it was in the show.
Yeah, I understand, but
so,
what are you doing?
As far as that goes, we are a very, very different place.
Hi, handsome.
Yeah, I got to hold it like this because you attack things.
Let's go see Gilligan.
I don't know. Somebody's getting his photo moment in. So.
Right.
Tell us about what's going on around here. Are you just hiding? Is that what's going on? Are you safer over here?
Oh, I think he's going to be stalking in just a second.
You're about to get your butt pounced. Yeah.
Oh, he's about to pounce. Alright, let's keep moving on, Andy. We've got like 20 minutes left in this walkabout.
Alright, let's do it. We can go see Small Girl?
Let's see Gilligan. We'll see Smalls. We'll try to see a couple of circles.
Clint's like, where are you guys going? Where are you guys going? I finally, want to get some entertainment time in, but you're leaving. Oh. Biscuit just peed on Flint.
Yep. That's how they know they belong to each other.
Alright, how's comments looking?
There he is. Good morning, handsome.
So this is Gilligan. He's our Canadian lynx. Dude had a super rough start. And our audio will play that. Hey, buddy. How are you?
He's like, I'm out.
I don't want to be on camera today, man. Just wanted to sleep, you know. I specifically
Gilligan
didn't have my
is a
coffee.
male Canada lynx. Approximate date of birth, January 1st, 2007. Rescued May 5th, 2013. Gilligan's age is unknown. He was purchased along with Skipper at an auction. Gilligan had the tiniest cage, measuring 5 by 7. It was also the dirtiest of all the cages. The mud floor was not mud, but feces covered with a sprinkle of straw. It appeared as though Gilligan had tried to keep much of his waste confined to one area on top of his plastic doghouse. He had perched atop the house day after day to defecate. The large pile of feces cascaded out the side of his cage. It was clear that his cage had not been cleaned in several months. Strewn about the cage were bits of meat, bones, and fur. The doghouse was too small for Gilligan to fit in, and other than a small child's play picnic table, he had nowhere to escape the weather. He was forced to sleep in the open and surrounded by filth. Because Gilligan's cage was so small, there was not enough room for big cat rescuers to enter it with nets and a crate. So using wire that they had brought, they constructed a secondary enclosure to the door and inside placed the crate filled with soft, dry hay. Gilligan was unsure about this new crate, and despite its appeal of warmth and dryness, he refused to enter it. He was left to contemplate entering the crate on his own, while big cat rescuers moved on to try and catch Skipper. After Skipper was captured and carried to the big cat rescue trailer, Gilligan had still refused to enter the crate. With no other options, he was sedated with a blow dart. He quickly fell asleep, and Dr. Justin did a full exam. After the exam, he was gently placed in the crate and given the reversal agent for the tranquilizer. When he awoke, he was in a soft bed of hay, being loaded into the trailer for his long trip back to Tampa. Gilligan seems absolutely blissful in his new enclosure. In his first days, he constantly sniffed all around, soaking in the fresh air. He was also quite amazed with the wildlife that abounds at the sanctuary. From cardinals to lizards to squirrels, he is very observant and intently watches as they flit and scurry about.
All right. So there's Mr. Gilligan. Bye, Gilly. We'll see you in a bit.
All right, let's take you guys over to some smaller cats. Oh, we may have smalls coming up here. Hold on.
Small girl. Oh, hi. Hi, my love.
Here's my butt.
Yeah, I don't trust that butt right now.
The female bobcat Smalls is one of 6 cats rescued from Spirit of the Hills, a sanctuary in South Dakota that had their USDA license revoked due to poor conditions there. Smalls was born in 2014 and arrived at Big Cat Rescue in October 2016. Her former keeper in South Dakota told us that Smalls was dropped off at Spirit of the Hills in 2013 by people who found her drowning in a creek in Wyoming. He said she had pneumonia when she arrived and spent her first week at the vet's office. Because we were told she lived with a male bobcat, she was spayed very shortly after she arrived. While she was sedated, we removed a number of rotten teeth.
Small girl.
All right, so we had one interesting question. Karen Nash answered it, and I think we just need to put some emphasis on it. So you see this big wall right here? The white wall
Yeah.
that makes up our background? that goes all the way around the sanctuary, and at some points it's even made of like fortified concrete.
Yes.
So when it does come to the property here, there are 2 man-made lakes, and those lakes are fed by a spring, which gators can't get into. So we don't have a gator problem here. If we do find one, we call animal control and we have them relocated.
I don't think we've ever found one that I'm aware
I
of.
think we found one.
Did we?
It was like a big, like tiny, like small enough it would actually be able to get in.
Oh, okay.
But anything like bigger than an otter is not gonna get into this place. We do occasionally get an otter though.
Yeah.
They stay in the pond. We try to make sure that they don't go any further than that.
Any other good questions? Any questions? God, we got a couple more minutes for cats.
Lots of people commenting on Small's butt.
She's adorable.
Let's see. Is there a question in there? No, there wasn't a question in there. No, that was our last question so far.
Okay. All right, let's see if we can find a serval.
Oh, there's one over there. Tip,
Oh, I see her. Hi, Ginge.
like a beacon.
Let's go in here. We'll go that way.
Do you want to go over there first? She kind of hesitated.
Yeah, if you want to give me a second, I just want to see what she's doing. She looks like she's doing something. Do you want to talk about the Big Cat Public Safety Act?
Is it time?
Sure. You want to hit it?
All right, guys. Here's the deal. Everybody, all 217 of you, grab your cell phones. Text CATS to 52886. By texting CATS to 52886, you can help us support our mission of ending the trade of exotic cats. And so by doing so, we have some issues that could very much be prevented. So let's talk relevant stuff. How about that big cat in Houston that's just wandering around? I've heard lots of news on that. I haven't really followed it too closely, but even Carol came out and said that this all could have been prevented if the Big Cat Public Safety Act had proper support. So here's the deal. Text CATS to 52886. Ask your representatives to please support, and I hope I don't get this wrong, HR 263 S1210. And that will help us get the support that we need. Now, even if you're not in the United States, you can still, reach out to your friends, reach out to other people, and share on Facebook, and have people watch videos like this, and that will help them, also contact, or at least people in the United States contact their representatives to help end the trade on these large exotic cats. Because here's the thing, is that when it comes to a lot of these cats, let's take that cat that's in Houston. This could have been prevented by the fact that, well, if the trade was stopped, that cat wouldn't be there, right? And so I don't know if they found that cat yet or not, because I haven't looked at the news this morning and yesterday about lunchtime. I just turned it off. But the thing is that cats like that, as Carol stated, are comfortable with humans. Meaning that a human has fed them, a human has taken care of them, a human has done all it can to make sure, or not much at all, to make that cat live. So they look at us not as necessarily as being food yet, but they look at us as the ones that serve them. Because of that, these cats then become incredibly dangerous because they come up to us, they look for food, they try very hard to beg for food from us, just like your house cat would. But imagine your house cat at, like, I don't know, 400 pounds?
Or even 35, like Shiloh.
3,500?
No, just 35.
Oh, okay, 35 pounds. Well, yeah, even at 35 pounds, like Shiloh, you're
I got you.
looking at an animal that can be incredibly aggressive because we're the ones feeding it. We are its, life source, effectively. So that being the case, yeah, the cat in Houston is incredibly dangerous. We should go ahead and take care of that situation, but the laws that dictate how to take care of that are usually detrimental to the cat, right? And it's not the cat's fault. right? It's kind of like your dog getting loose, just in a much more, I guess, alarming manner.
Yeah.
So please do what you can. Call your representatives. Text CATS to 52886, and let's just get this thing passed. I mean, last year we were so close. This year we know that we're close, and we can actually get this thing done. So when you get a chance, please go ahead and text CATS to 52886 and ask your representatives to please support the Big Cat Public Safety Act. Right now, sorry representatives, there's no excuse anymore.
It's time. Yeah, think about, I know you referenced that tiger in Texas. Imagine if that cat had been in the home and someone, an emergency response person, had to go into the home and didn't know that the tiger was in there.
Yeah. Or how's this
that's dangerous.
Yeah, or how's this? Well, in that situation, what would let's say like fire rescue do if they saw a tiger?
They couldn't get in. They wouldn't be able. They'd leave.
So they call the police, and what would the police do?
Probably
put the cat down.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that they would be able to do, really, with the tools that are at their disposal. I'm just gonna stay on the side.
Okay.
Don't think we're gonna do too much walking through there. So the Big Cat Public Safety Act is far more important than what most people put emphasis on it.
It's not just taking cats away, it's protecting our first responders and our neighborhoods, our children.
Hutch the Serval was born in 2007. He became a pet of a former director of the Bush Wildlife Center, which is not related to Busch Gardens. Their mission is to rehab and release native animals. When the director left, the new management reached out to Big Cat Rescue in February of 2018 to see if we would provide a permanent home for 11-year-old Hutch. We don't know anything else about Hutch's history. We do know that he's very chatty, loves to eat, and enjoys all the enrichment we give him. It seems like most discarded servals we learn about track back to a backyard breeder in Okeechobee, Florida. She holds herself out as a rehab facility, but is most widely known for all the servals, caracals, jungle cats, and other small wild cats that she breeds and sells as pets.
Are you willing to
The kittens tend to be reasonably manageable briefly while they are kittens, but when they mature at 2 or 3 years old, they start spraying and biting. Then, when the owners try to send them back, they're told the cat is their problem now. Servals are the best hunters of any of the wild cat species. They succeed in catching their prey in 50% of their attempts, compared to 5 or 10% for lions and tigers. They are wild animals that simply cannot be tamed or trained to act like a domestic cat or dog.
Look, so I know that out here, Hutch looks like he's a small cat. Like, oh, this would be great. He's small. He could fit into my house. His body, like his trunk, his abdomen area is what? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About.
Those are 4 inches. Right?
Those are 4 inches. So he's anywhere. He's about 20 inches tall there. Add another 5 for his head, or 4 for his head. He's 24 inches tall. That's not a domestic cat. He is a big cat.
And mind you, over time, humans and dogs were able to go ahead and, cohabitate. The reason is because dogs, won't. Well, they're not apex predators. Obviously, a wolf is, but your average dog is not. This guy at what 30 pounds? You think?
I don't know. It's hard to tell.
We'll just call him 30 to 40 pounds. You're looking at an animal that can very easily go ahead and take down a human that's not prepared for it. These guys, they're not pets. Don't buy them. Don't stick them in your house. Don't go ahead and try to will it to be something that it is simply just not. Because even if it is like, an F5 or a F1000, they still have, those tendencies to go ahead and, tear something apart. That's why cats get the zoomies, even your household cat. All that pent up energy, and next thing you know, they just destroyed a massive box or cardboard. You have your toilet paper just all over your bathroom. Imagine that being like, I don't know.
Your couch?
Your couch, your small dog, like your chihuahua,
or your arm.
Your kid. I mean, that's some tough stuff.
Yeah. All right, let's go have a seat. We'll go sit over by Zucari.
Okay.
And then you can set up the link for our next walkabout, so you can set it in the comments and everybody can catch it.
Okay, I can do
I know
that.
a lot of people were interested in joining us for
Hey guys.
the big cats. That's a great question. So do our animals ever get live feed? The only animals that get fed live prey are our Bobcat rehab residents. So we have a rehabilitation program for native-born Florida Bobcats that have been found in the wild, either injured or abandoned by their mothers. We then rehabilitate them. We then rehabilitate those cats and we release them back into the wild. So in order for them to survive, I can take this off because we're not near any cats. So in order for them to survive, they need to be able to capture, kill, and consume live prey. So those are the only cats that get live prey, are the Bobcat rehabs.
Phone, please.
So Andy is gonna go ahead and our next walkabout is going to be on YouTube at 10:30 East Coast time. He's gonna go ahead and set up the link for that and put it in the comments. So if you were here and you were looking for tigers or a lion or leopard, jaguar, any of our bigger cats, we didn't see any of those yet, so you haven't missed them. Well, we did see Priya and Duchess, so we saw 2 tigers. But if you're looking for big cats, come on back at 10:30. Follow the link that Andy is going to put in the chat, and meet us over on YouTube at 10:30, and we will start talking about our bigger cats. We'll introduce you to our tigers. We'll introduce you to our lion. We'll talk about our vacation space. We'll see Manny from afar, potentially, if he's not already in his bunker. We'll say hi to Jinx. We'll see our small cat vacation space. So we'll see more of the sanctuary. We'll see the other half, quote unquote, of the sanctuary at 10:30. We'll get started there. So if you guys are asking questions, we are not seeing them right now because we're working on setting that up. Okay, so we just worked on this. Andy's gonna get that started and get you guys that link. Obviously, the most important thing that we talked about today is the Big Cat Public Safety Act, and getting that law passed here in the United States is vital to the safety and the safety of our communities, but also the survival of exotic cats in the wild by supporting their environments in the wild and conserving those ecosystems. That is vitally important. So not only passing that Big Cat Public Safety Act, but also the conservation of these animals in their wild habitats. So for any of you who are wondering why he and I are not wearing masks, just as a little disclaimer, we are married, we live together, we share a vehicle, so gross.
I have COVID.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks for sharing that.
No.
So that's why we are sitting next to each other, not wearing masks, because we are married, and we're not around any of the cats right now.
Oh
so.
man, I just posted a thing in there and I didn't post the link. Sorry guys. There's the link. There's the link here. I'll post it in a bunch of times so everybody can see it.
Maybe post, but it's.
There you go. There you go. It's in there like 100 times.
Or four.
So a few things. Go ahead, click that link. All 176 of you. We're just gonna take a quick 15-minute break. We're gonna let Deb and
our moderator team.
We're gonna let Deb do some epic babysitting because she's doing some babysitting today, and the rest of our moderation team take a quick break.
Everybody can take a break. They can get something to drink, get something to eat, go to the bathroom, grab a snack, and I think we will probably do the same. And then we will be back on YouTube. So again, follow that link. We'll get you guys to check out some tigers. We'll see a lion, a leopard, possibly a jaguar.
Do we have time to get tacos?
No, we don't have time for tacos.
All right.
We don't. It's not taco time right now.
All right. So, 3 of you are already there.
Very good.
See, good seats, front row with those ones. Front row. 3 people, front row. There's 5 seats in the front row, so a couple more of you. All right,
so,
gang.
As always, thank you to Deb and our moderator team. You guys rock. You're answering questions when we can't or when we aren't able to see them. keeping us on our toes, making sure everybody's getting taken care of in the comment section. So huge shout out to Deb and the moderator team. We love all of you and appreciate all of you. Please do not forget to make the call of the wild. It is so important to ending the private ownership and abusive cub petting of exotic cats here in the United States, but also to assist in conservation of these cats in the wild. So if you have more questions, we will be happy to answer them again at 10:30. We'll see you in about 15 minutes over on YouTube, where we'll start off with big cats and we'll move towards smaller cats. So we'll see you all then. I can't wait to see all 175 of you there. And we'll catch up with you in about 15 minutes.
Yeah, big cats on the next one.
Yeah, tigers, lion, leopards.
No bears. All right, see ya.